Lisa Peterson has been a godsend to North Dakota's beef industry. She really was the one that launched the program in North Dakota and built it from the ground up. I think that why she's so successful is because she has that relatability to livestock producers, being a lifelong cattle producer herself.
I love teaching. I think it's the best part of my job. That's why I keep doing this, is because I get to work with the greatest producers, the greatest extension agents, the greatest veterinarians and allied industry every day, and involve them all in a really good teaching program. So my idea of teaching is that people learn in lots of different methods. Some people need to look at slides to understand things. Most people really learn the best when we teach in a hands-on environment.
We're kind of shorthorn. I like the shorthorn, and I love the Swedish Red, and I love the Asian.
I started with North Dakota State University in March of 1999, so I've been involved with beef quality assurance for a bit over 16 years. It was in a pretty tough time in the cattle business. Cattle prices weren't great. There was a lot of red ink within the beef industry, from the cow-calf side all the way through the cattle feeding side. And to be honest with you, producers weren't always really positive that they needed to make changes if they weren't going to get paid for it. And I think today, as we've moved into more positive economic times, producers understand that if they want to be paid more, that they have to add those few little components into their business to maintain that high quality product. We know more about the cattle that are produced on farms and ranches today than we ever have. And so producers need to understand that if you implement better genetics and better nutrition and better animal health, you may not get paid for it directly today, but down the road you will.
Well, I think the BQA program has really evolved, and I think a big part of that is because of the work that Lisa's done. You know, when it first started, of course, BQA was kind of formed to try to improve the carcass quality of our cattle. Since then, some things that have been worked on have really needed to be addressed, such as cattle handling, lameness scoring, body condition scoring, the use of vaccines, just different things like that. And I think the program has evolved into more of a holistic program rather than just where you should give your shots. And I think it's become a great program that a lot of producers have learned a great deal from.
I've also enjoyed working with our dairy producers. I think they're very important to the beef industry. And I've had a very diligent and intentional effort in working with the dairy producers in North Dakota to not only help them understand that they're a valuable part of the beef industry, but also some practices that they can implement to help improve their value within the beef industry on a herd-by-herd basis.
She's taught many of us dairy farmers to egg farmers how to take care of our cattle better. Very good positive role model for kids and what they were doing. I know in the past year we've had her at dairy cow colleges with the Midwest Dairy Association, and she's always got a positive attitude.
I was raised on a cow-calf operation in southwestern Colorado, and my roots and tradition all come from cattle production. It's an industry I absolutely love. And I was extremely fortunate to meet my husband while I spoke about beef quality assurance at the National Red Angus Convention in 2000. And we're married today. We're part of his family operation. It's a 5-generation operation. Our daughter is involved. We raise both commercial and registered red Angus cattle and quarter horses. And I'm just so lucky that I get to live on both sides. I understand the challenges producers have every single day. And maybe that's one of the reasons why I can help them implement things into their operation, because I know how it would go on our place.
Lisa grew up with cattle all her life, so she can speak right to the producer. That's the best part about it. When you're out on the ranch and you got to talk terminology with someone, it's best to have somebody that understands it, can put it in layman's terms, and knows what the problems might be. Lisa has been a great addition to North Dakota, and we're glad to have her.
She always is willing to go that extra mile, whether it's after 5 or before 8 o'clock in the morning, to catch a producer, help them out.
You know, around the state of North Dakota, with her work with BQA and NDSU and the other things that she does, there's no question that she gets it done. If you start a project with her, you better be ready to go, because it will be moving forward, and that's a big plus. Not everybody does that.
So I was very humbled to learn that my fellow coordinators, beef industry leaders in North Dakota, and my producers that I work with had teamed up to nominate me for this award. And you know, to me, this isn't just an award for Lisa Peterson, the Beef Quality Assurance Coordinator or Specialist in the state of North Dakota. It's an award for the whole North Dakota program, the whole team that we have that have worked to make this such a successful program. So everybody from our local county extension agents to my fellow livestock specialists to the veterinarians and allied industry people in the auction markets. It's all been a team effort, and so this is an award for the whole North Dakota Beef Quality Assurance Program, just not me.